Thank you for joining us on NEWSPLUS. I am Ernest Mbe. Now, the Federal High Court in Abuja has stopped the Independent National Electoral Commission from ending voters' registration on 30th June 2022. Honorable Justice Mbolaji Olajuwon of Court 10 on Monday granted an order of interim injunction following the hearing of an argument on motion expert by Socio-Economic Rights and Accountability Project. SERAP and 185 concerned Nigerians had filed the lawsuit against INEC, asking the court to declare unconstitutional, illegal, and incompatible with international standards the failure of the electoral body to extend the deadline for voters' registration to allow eligible Nigerians to exercise their rights. The suit is adjourned to 29 June 2022 for the hearing of the motion on notice for interlocutory injunction. The Inspector General of Police, IGP Usman Alkali Baba, has commended the electorates in Ekiti State for cooperating with the Nigerian Police Force and other security agencies in the just concluded gubernatorial election in the state. The IGP, in a statement by the Force Police Relation Officer, Muyiwa Adejobi, also lauded the efforts of the police officers deployed for the polls under the direct supervision of the Deputy Inspector General of Police in charge of election security, Johnson Kukumo. Adejobi noted that the police officers deployed to the states conducted themselves professionally and in human manner. According to him, the conduct built trust with electorates and ultimately led to the successful electoral process. Now, moving on to matters in Ekiti election, candidates of the Social Democratic Party, Segun Oni, has rejected the outcome of the just concluded Ekiti State governorship election won by Biodun Oyabanji of the All Progressive Congress. Oyabanji, who was the immediate former secretary to the state government, polled 187 votes to defeat Oni, who came second with 82,211 votes. People Democratic Party candidate BC Kolawole came third with 67,457 votes. However, reacting to the outcome of the election through the spokesman of his campaign organization, Moses Jolayemi, Oni said he wouldn't concede defeat because the election was marred by vote buying. He has also accused INEC and security agencies of aiding the vote buying that characterized the poll. Now, in Lagos State Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu has ordered an investigation into Sunday's attack on a bus conveying journalists amidst the convoy of ex-Lagos Governor and 2023 APC presidential candidate Bola Tinubu. The incident occurred between Ebuta Ero and Adeniji during the APC presidential candidate Asiwaju Bola Tinubu's visit to the palace of the Oba of Lagos, Oba Rilwan Akiolu. Governor Sanwo-Olu has directed also that those involved must be fished out and made to face the law. He disclosed that the government will pick up the hospital bills of the injured victims in the incident. And now, the Friends of the Earth Africa, an environmental justice organization, has called for ECOWAS Parliament's invention to end the exploitation and human rights violation against plantation farmers across the sub-region by multinational companies. The coordinator, Forest and Biodiversity Program of the organization, Rita Owaka, made the call while presenting the FOE's concerns before the ECOWAS Parliament at its ongoing 2022 first ordinary session in Abuja. Owaka, who led FOE's delegation to the parliament, alleged that multinational companies, especially that of oil palm, came in the name of development to Africa communities, but ended up forcefully taking their lands and exploiting them.
As a result of the operations of these agro-commodities companies, we're seeing workers, including pregnant women, being ferried or transported in open trucks to locations with accidents and death recorded. It is sad to note here today that among our delegation here, we have one of the community representatives who was knocked down by one of the tractors of this company, and today he cannot work on his own. There are a lot of violations in communities that are hosting these companies in different territories and communities in Africa.
One of the victims, Philip Oroko, from Cross River State, explained his ordeal on how he was maltreated.
I had an accident. At the management present, they bring the ambulance and pick me and dump at the hospital on the 10th June 2019 up till now. They are not even asking of me if I'm alive or I'm not alive. They dump me at the hospital, my leg naked, turned to bone. She's aware of what I'm talking about. Like about 10 months, I came back. I went to them. This is, you are worker that had an accident, you dumped at the hospital without asking if I'm alive or even though I was dead. Is that the way you people should have dumped me? They send army. They use army and chase me away.
A member of the parliament, Honorable Shiaka Sama, described the injustice by those companies as a new form of colonialism as he beseeched the House to act fast.
Africa, where you have massive corruption, the people, their lives are in danger. Because these companies come and they give huge bribes to local authorities. They instruct the police to arrest protesters. Promises are not kept. The people realize that they have been robbed. They don't even have a land to farm on. I want to remind this House, most of us here, majority of MPs in the ECOWAS Parliament, are from the rural areas. I can say that. And most of us, we come from families that are farming families. Our school fees and college fees we have got from the land. So if we have multinational companies coming and taking all the farmland, Madam Speaker, this is a shame to all of us who have known this injustice.
And also, the Sokoto State Pilgrim Welfare Agency will commence the airlifting of over 420 intending pilgrims to the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia for the 2022 Hajj exercise. Addressing journalists in his office, the permanent secretary of the agency, Shehu Dange, disclosed that the 420 pilgrims who are bid to depart the Mohammed Saad Abubakar III International Airport will be first phase of the 2022 Hajj operation from the state. He disclosed that already the agency has secured decent accommodation for the state pilgrims in Saudi Arabia, who are 2,404. He warned intent pilgrims to respect and obey the rules and regulation of authorities of the Saudi Arabia Kingdom during and after Hajj exercise. And now, the Adamawa State Command of the National Drug Law Enforcement Agency, NDLEA, said it has made plans to carry out anti-drug campaigns and advocacy visits to mark the 2022 United Nations Day Against Drug Abuse and Illicit Drug Trafficking. The state commandant of the agency, Femi Agbolu, said states will join the rest of the world to commemorate World Drug Day with week-long activities. Agbolu used the opportunity to roll out the successes of the command within the last 1 year.
Efforts of NDLA Adamawa State Command within a year, that is to say from June 2021 to May 2022. On drug supply reduction strategy of this command, the Adamawa State Command has arrested over 296 drug offenders, comprising of 286 males and 11 female drug suspects.
Now, still in Adamawa State, the Adamawa State Police Command has paraded kidnapped suspects terrorizing different parts of the state. The State Commissioner of Police, Sikiru Akande, while briefing newsmen at the command headquarters, said the suspects were involved in kidnapping for ransom. Akande said the command's swift response led to the arrest of suspects with arms, ammunition, and cash.
Today, we have in our custody the masterminds of this kidnapping incident. We have recovered one of the major weapons they were using, an AK-47 rifle. This was done after the divisional police officer in Tungo took a lead from what we were sharing with him, and went after them. We've been able to arrest 2 major players who are seriously helping us to pick the remaining 3 boys who are in this act of kidnapping within our space.
And lastly, an Abuja High Court on Monday stepped down the case of alleged culpable homicide against Peter Nwachukwu, husband of the late gospel singer Osinachi, due to the presence of multiple consuls. When the matter, which scheduled for hearing before Justice Njideka Nwosu Iheme, came up, the prosecuting counsel, Adorunke Imana, informed the court that the matter was for hearing and that they were ready to proceed, but Peter's lawyer, Victor Abakpa, announced to Justice Nwosu Iheme that his principal had transferred the matter to another counsel, I.A. Aliu. He therefore urged the court to postpone hearing to another day so that he and the new counsel could sort out issues. The court stepped down the case in order for counsel to align themselves and come properly before it. And that's all we can take on NEWSPLUS. Do stay tuned for the rest of our programs. Thank you for watching.